Hello viewers, welcome back. Today is about digital storage oscilloscope. Let us unpack this and find what are the accessories available and see the basic functions of the DSO. Okay, accessories. This is a CDSO with the power card. Some front sticker is there. Safety screen sticker, so we can make use of it. And these are all the high voltage probes. Very nice. See the attenuation. Actually, this is 200 MHz Tektronix DSO with 2 giga samples. So the probe also, it is a 200 MHz bandwidth probe. It's very good, and 10:1 probe. Even here you can go up to 200:1 also you can go. And this is the spring for this. And what are the other accessories? There are 2 + 2 4 probes are there. And what else? Yes. Good identification rings for different channels, and this is for calibration screw for self calibration. And this is the Signal Express data acquisition software, and these are all the documents and small manuals. So this is about, previously we were using analog oscilloscope, CROs, which is using cathode ray tubes, similar to the Pichet Volt technologies. Here it is a TFT, even QVGA, SVGA, advanced TFT technologies are there, and a lot of additional functions are there. We used to measure amplitude, frequency, period, only few functions in CROs, but DSO we can measure more than 10 to 15 functions, and in some special DSOs we can have math function also. Say for example, we can measure the mean, average, that is the peak to peak values, and cycle, duty cycle, voltage, even RMS value, and peak to peak cycle duration. So many functions or parameters can be measured. And in math function, if you take, it is having the special kind of math functions. In that you can do the addition, subtraction, multiplication, even in even the FFT also, which is very much a useful feature for medical applications. So the DSOs are widely used in most of the industries, especially medical industries, manufacturing sectors, and the research sectors also. So definitely we must, as an engineer, we must know about the DSO and its functionality. So what is the internal triggering, external triggering signals, voltage triggering, like that, triggering what for it is used, like that also so many of them are not knowing. So triggering functions, math functions and all, we will be doing in the next video. So here, and this is TDS 2024 Tektronix. So let us see about the basic operator panel. This is the vertical session, and this is horizontal session, and these are all the other functions like administrative functions, and this is trigger panel. And in vertical, these are all scales, vertical scales. This is 4 channel DSO, channel 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is for external trigger, and this is for scaling of 4 channels, and these are all for 4 math functions, and this is the button, and these are all the position of 4 channels, and this is horizontal position, and this is horizontal scaling, and this is horizontal position. Having lot of menus. So this is the triggering panel, and this one, as I said, this is auto range, save, recall, measure some functions, measurement functions, acquire, help, auto set, run, stop, and utility, display, default setup. So let us switch on this. This is my function generator. I am connecting one sine wave to this. I could able to measure all my parameters. See, for example, my maximum peak and channel 8 kilohertz. So my frequency is 8 kilohertz. Here also I am able to see the 8 kilohertz function and frequency, and probe is 20:1. Probe also I can change it to 10:1, 50:1, 100:1, 1000:1, 1:1. This is 1:1. So whatever I am giving 2 volt means 2 volt. 2.4, actually see 8 kilohertz, 2.4 millivolt. This will give maximum measure maximum 5 volt. So now my amplitude is 2 millivolt. Maybe I can change my amplitude. So attenuation is there. So this is my frequency changing button, and this is my amplitude. Okay. So now we will connect channel 1 and channel 2. Similarly, I can connect other two probes also. I can measure the waveform measurement now. So we can just press the measure button. Which channel we are going to measure? Channel 1, channel 2, channel 3, like that we can take. So I am taking channel 2. Okay, source is channel 2. Type, what are the functions I want to measure? RMS, minimum, maximum, and rise time 8 microsecond, and fall time. So you can select the source, which channel you want to measure, and negative width is 498. Duty cycle is 50%. So positive and negative half cycle 50%. So duty cycle is 50%. Phase minus 71. It will be keep on varying. Well, delay. That's all. So frequency 1 kilohertz. This is about the measurements. So now if I want to do channel 1. So this is my channel 1. That is my sine wave. Period 1.2 microsecond and millisecond. It is changing. And mean is 0.890 millivolt. Peak to peak 30 millivolt. Cycle RMS 9.7 millivolt, 1 millivolt, 7 to 9. RMS 7.4. So like this, the channel we can select just press the measure function here. Press the measure function here and go to the source. You can choose the source. These are all the function select buttons. So I am selecting the source 1, 2, 3, whatever you want, and the type of measurement and the value. So source, type, and value. So these are all the values of this. Okay, let us now go for the save. Let us now go for the save function. Save. So button, you can see this print button and action. Action, you can do save image, save all. Save all means every form. Save setup, save waveform. Then recall. You can take the reading. You can take the measure already stored value into again for the measurement. So now I will do the action of save. Format it is as. So now after inserting my pen drive, I can go to the menu. This is file format, save image, and file format. What format I have to? TIFF image, PMP or JPEG file. So I can save it in any format. Then you can have some other settings also. Then save. So it is printing. It is taking some time. This will take some time. It is saved. See this pen drive. Okay. So this is my data. Only suppose if I want to store only this waveform, I can select only the, here I can select only save waveform.